got this. You got this.
The little mouse.
However you want to do it.
Okay, little mouse. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another match for round 1 of RBTV. Joining us today to cast this match will be iPad and Caution. Take it away.
Thank
That was excellent, Vanille. Well done.
First time appearance
Oh, God.
doing an intro in a tournament platform. Look at that. You're a natural. You and that voice of yours
This is what people come to see, isn't it, Patel?
This is what they come. This is what we paid our money for. I'm satisfied. Great introduction. So today, Caution, who do we have playing?
We have FeaR taking on StayPoorB.
B? Is that the Aussie B? Is that the B we know B?
Yeah, that's
Team
the
NA.
poor B from Australia. Yeah.
So we have an NA squad versus a South American squad, and so we're in server at the moment, which you guys can't see yet, but it's an Argentinian server, and unfortunately there's no cast option, so this broadcast or the stream may be a little I don't know.
We're not going to have all the HUDs
Inadequate.
and shit people are used to. Unless Vanille holds down her key every map, but you know.
It's all right. We'll give you guys an update. Just throw a shout out in chat, but we'll be giving updates, I suppose, during the match of this game. It's a home and away. We're starting off, as I mentioned earlier, in the Argentinian server. But it should be good.
Argentina.
Argentinian. What's your ping, Caution? Argentintin.
I'm looking
give me
at
a ping check.
Ping check for me. I'm looking at a whopping 541 neck rough.
Damn. I'm about 380 odd, which is
You could say I'm ready
not
to play.
ideal. You could say you're ready to play. Look, I'll give you hop in a survivor real quick. Show me a ping check. Show me a ping check. Get in there. Caution is ready with the 520 ping. Anyway, back to the game. Two decent squads, I believe. We know the NA boys. We play with them quite often. We'll do a roster rundown. You can do the one with the home squad. Well, this is their away squad, I suppose, technically.
I'll do StayPoorB. StayPoorB. We got
No problemo.
Big Three, also known as Lucy, Evoker, also known as Peanut, Badfish, and Jackass, also known as
Yo, is that
Trump.
the peanut that beat Pubstar one time?
Yeah, that is.
That's the peanut that beat Pubstar? Damn, man. Welcome back. And
Back
who's
into
in
competitive
Jackass?
Left 4 Dead 2 for Peanut.
Who's Jackass?
That is Trump.
My boy Trump. And on Team FeaR, which is the home server, South American team, we've got Blake, Balake, I know Yush, Dover, and Dandu playing for Team FeaR. So we are moments away from starting live. 2 more ready up
We've got
to
the
go.
go. The
Balake.
going global from
Balake
Balake.
is ready to go. Let me just turn up my spec HUD before we go live. Now, I'm not too sure.
When you say it like that, Balake, is that because that video?
Yep, everyone knows what I'm talking about. Chat knows. And I am going to ask if they are playing Finale.
So a bit of a ping check for Team FeaR. Being the home team, none of them really have that good a ping. Lowest ping 70, 74 for Dandu, Dover on about 90 something, and Balake on about 90 as well.
Balake, yeah. So the home team has 3 players on orange. You can nearly say 4 players on orange because, yep, as I said, it just switched to orange. So it's pretty much orange versus red, and then when they switch over, it'll be like green / orange for the NA boys on their own home server.
Ready? Everyone locked and
And
loaded.
they'll all be red, I'd imagine, the South American squad. So 2 more ready ups, Badfish and Peanut before we go live.
Just interesting that home server, they're not even getting green ping. So I'm not sure where they're from.
Yeah, now Vanille was mentioning earlier that Keo had given her an alternative IP or a server that actually supported the cast feature, but I'm not too sure why we're not using it. Waiting for Fish to go live. ready up. Now we're waiting for Balake.
So we are going to get the infamous early tank here.
Ah.
32%.
32 percentile, which is just at the foot of the bridge, I think. You just have to go down that little, or maybe at the base of the ladder, bottom of the ladder. We have that spawn, and they have confirmed, both teams, that there will be in a finale, which is good because
What is a home and away? So kind of expected to not play finale,
Yeah.
I guess.
you don't want countless maps and rounds for a quick home and away. What do you think of the tournament so far?
I think it's been quite good.
Ah, look at this. You have to
No,
vote.
no real complaints, other than personally, just my opinion. I probably would have preferred to see a few more custom maps thrown in there, but you know,
Yeah, no
that's just my
worries, yeah.
opinion. The default maps are fine, and everyone knows them.
Okay. And oh, that being said, we're gonna go live. First hit, we have a Boomer, Charger, Hunter, and Smoker, and I'd imagine that. Oh, actually, you know what? I was gonna say they're gonna sack the boom, but they may even use it all together because it is an early tank.
Yeah,
Donk.
I'd say the full hit should go in here together because not really going to get much. I think halfway down this ramp towards the ladder should spawn the tank roughly.
Yeah. Yep. Now sometimes teams opt to keep a survivor in the safe room, so the SI can't spawn in there. But in this circumstance, they're all pushing forward. The percentages have changed. The tank used to be a lot later, but now earlier. SI
Quad
gets
boom coming
completely
out.
shut down. But yeah. Oh, the car!
Oh, the car!
Does land on double!
Oh my! That was close.
I
but,
thought that
but look at
car
Lewis
was
at the front.
landing.
He's caught by Common. This is going to be a car.
Oh, car! Tank in the hands of the team. Oh, I was going to say team captain, Monkey or Lucy, who's going to get another corner onto Bill quite easily. Look at his big arms. He already naturally has big arms, but now that's Bill who's also in cab. But the home team is on the back
the car
foot.
again.
This car's going to land again. Lucy, the whole champ, gets 3 in caps. Finishing it off was the last car. Oh, he respects the player. He's going to go for a punch.
Badfish just getting in here, trying to get some points.
That is a wipe. I think that was a 30-second tank, maybe. Fast game's a good game.
And just to correct you a
dead.
little bit, I believe the captain of this team is Fish.
Yeah, but no one cares about Fish. So Lucy, great tank. I'm playing.
That
Yeah, Fish is
first
the
car
captain.
was extremely close though. That was scary. I thought it was going to be a double.
I honestly thought that car landed because I was already like celebrating. I was like, oh, the car landed. They just did a bit of a Beyblade spin in front of them. Not a great start for the homeboys.
Yeah, not the best. They got caught out by that quad boom, caught out in the open, and
I think
Yeah.
Lewis
didn't really
needed a
clear
bit of
Lewis.
help.
I feel like
Yeah.
everyone was just so worried about getting back, they forgot about poor Lewis up front. He just had half the common on him.
MVPs, that Boomer. And the absolute rocket of a car that came flying in from Lucy.
So let's see what the away boys can do here on their, average about 190 ping.
Yeah, trumped. We've got the 220-ish odd, but he'll be right. We saw him play Uzi earlier on the odd server. He's more than ready.
Yeah, more than ready.
Let's just hope
Let's
he
go
doesn't
with
pick up
that.
an Uzi.
Yeah, that's
Oh
all
no,
we're
he's got
saying.
an Uzi.
Oh,
Oh no. He's
if
picked
you
up
saw
an
what we saw, you'd
Uzi.
also be worried.
You'd all be worried. But you know what? They got a nice tank wipe. Pressure's onto the home team. They're looking to make a bit of distance. Safe room's a bonus on high ping. And they're all AFK. Great start. Or just taking their time. Do they
Looks
keep
like
one in the
Francis
safe room?
wants to stay in, yeah.
Do they? Is that Peanut? It's always Peanut. Yep, it's Peanut. Oh no, they're opting to go out because they don't want to risk being damaged at the hunters pre-spawn in the mountain.
Reloading.
Boomer looking for a jump spawn. Taking the time, creeping forward.
Looks like they're probably going to play around the same spot that StayPoorB did.
No hit used yet. They are
To
down.
Charger.
More on the Boomer, being the tank. Oh, the charge.
Oh.
The tank's gonna go for the car. They have to watch out. They have to watch out. Ooh, unlucky. Unfortunately, that their car wasn't hit cleanly over the bridge like that of Lucifer. Tank will be in the
Tank's
hands
actually
of Balake.
messed his car up a little bit. It's back down to the
big
bottom.
time. He's actually not going to have time to get 2 cars in because he committed to that first little hatchback. This actually might be a commit tank because this
I
car's
don't have time to get this in if he keeps messing it up. Oh, it's back down.
back down, get it up, champion.
Oh,
it's
no.
back
Oh,
on the bridge.
no. It's back where it started.
Come on, old mate, make your way back. Oh, he's like, oh dear. I hope he knows that these cars aren't hittable.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough now. Tank not having any hittables. Looks like he's committing straight in as well. Not even going to go for a long tank, just straight in there.
That smoke is also half health.
Oh, he's picked up a rock.
Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, big punch onto Bad Fish. Whiff.
Oh, that's a whiff.
Whiff.
Oh, and again, no. This tank is getting melted. Where's the support?
Oh my
Jockey
god.
gets empty.
Tank is
Hunter lands.
dead.
Smoker lands.
Double punch. That's not a whiff. Okay, so this tank does get more damage than it should have, and it gets an in-cap. Really? Okay, that turned out to be a decent tank after missing the first 3 punches of the commit.
Yeah, that was very close. Support was probably a little bit late in my opinion. If they would have went in any later, that tank would have just straight up died.
I feel like hell.
So StayPoorB going to be taking the lead here on map 1 on the away server. Going to have the
Absolute bonus.
bridge choke coming up with a 2-2 jockey charger.
It is pre-spawned already, running around. Might get picked off here if he doesn't hurry up.
Well, Francis going up top, getting aggressive. He gets caught up top by himself.
And who is that? That's Peanut. Oh man, Peanut caught up top. Trump is still below, chilling. Jockey does land onto. Ooh.
I'm not sure if the jockey saw that someone was still below, but he went for the 2 that were going up the staircase for a while there. If he could have got Trump on the bottom, could have been some big damage.
Reloading. I feel terrible. Weapons here.
So Smoker Charger, Spitter, Hunter. Hunter does land in this little corridor with the Charger backing up and the Spit down. It's going to be some good damage rolling out onto StayPoorB.
Making their way through the map.
I'm really hurt, guys.
This tunnel was a death.
Probably not going to make this map with too much bonus, but getting the wipe onto FeaR on their home server definitely helping the cause here for StayPoorB.
Thanks for the host, Kyo. Hopefully your game went well after being DDoS after the first round.
Oh, nice M2 on the jockey by Trump.
Ooh, bit of damage. Bit of damage. They have to move. Clear the common. Have to move.
Watch out!
Slav is just crawling through the map at the moment with Trump being slow.
Hey, they're going to be over 200 points ahead of the home team after the first map. I'll take that. Control this the away.
Reloading.
Taking the time. A common. Looking for kills. Getting some ammo. Last hit is a 2-2. Charge a jockey.
Probably looks like they're maybe opting to go early here. Charger misses the spawn, so Slav just ran out. He's got the spawn now. See what he can do with it. 2 boom lands. Charger coming in, gets double charge.
Lands, but unfortunately the Spitter, I was going to say it doesn't land, but it manages to get a good spread along the bottom of the stairs. So that's going to be an in-cap onto Trump.
FeaR definitely still going to get one more hit before Slav's going to get to the safe end. So.
Get up!
100.
Thanks a lot.
So no bonus, just the distance to be made here for StayPoorB. Charger pre-spawned up front very early, so he lands.
Clear that charger.
Does get
Nice,
cleared.
cleared. Land.
Let's pull into Trump's
Boom will get the
separation.
proxy double. Clear the man.
Trump almost down
Get
again.
a few more in-caps here. Yep, one more in-cap onto Bad Fish. Who now goes black and white, I think.
Thanks.
safe house up there.
So it looks like everyone is going to get the max distance here,
Come on, ladies. Everyone
which is
inside.
a nice bonus. 250-point lead for
And
StayPoorB on the away server.
take that any day.
So what would you like to see from FeaR? Obviously not too much you can take off of
Can't really
round
comment.
one.
Can't really comment too much on round one. But granted, a decent tank spawn. An early tank spawn here might kind of suck, I suppose, for the home team, considering the away team's gonna have long arms, and it is an early tank. That's unfortunate. You're not going to be able to gain that big of a lead, I think, on round two. But from Team FeaR, we need to see a little more, I don't know, sticking together maybe, watching your teammates, the basic shit. Like, they left Lewis completely common. But that being said, and in their defense, they were all boomed. So I can't really blame the entire team, but they need to stick a little together, maybe hit together. They were getting some decent hits actually on the Infector round, or round one, or map one. So the SI is doing some work. Unfortunately, the tank needs to time the punches a little more maybe, because three whiffs
Yeah,
actually.
3 whiffs.
Walking into a
this-
safe room is quite hard.
Yeah, if he didn't whiff those punches, definitely could have been a lot better damage. Could have potentially been maybe a 2 cap. So I think he ended up getting the 2 cap and then a double punch, but
We can
the
get
other
into the
support
cast
was
chair.
already dead by then. Oh, it
No,
works.
no, you can't. You do not have access to this command. Never mind. Only Vanille special. Our intro
Vanilla is the chosen one. You heard it
Spokeswoman.
here first.
chosen.
Oh shit. It's already there, sorry.
Already
Why
there.
is it not working? Yeah, I have to rejoin.
Okay, all good. All good. We're waiting for Trump to load in with his absolute potato of the internet. 29% tank. Do you prefer? Now, when we've been scrimming, I know that we've been fighting this tank outside. Do you prefer inside on ping or outside? I think outside's better because
It's hard to say because
I don't know,
obviously
breathing space.
outside I think it's easier for spawns to land, but you know, sometimes when you're funneling around in the safe room getting chased one way, like support can come in and really carry, especially if they have a charger that lands a multi-charge or something. I think it's just team preference, whatever teams are comfortable with doing.
Yeah, it's really a matter of, as survivors, do you prefer more room for movement or kiting, or would you prefer to be in a safer, more confined space where SI is harder to land?
So 2-2 with the Hunter Jockey for this first hit for FeaR. Boom is pre-spawn, going to be looking to get the boom when someone walks out of the safe room. Got Lucy just trying to maybe bait this.
Unfortunately,
gets-
eats the boom in the process. It's alright. Actually, they do have a spitter, don't they? Yeah, 2-2. Lewis
got
is
the
out. Actually,
horde timer
chips
as
the
well.
boomer. In doing so, baits every SI.
Boom is sitting at 2 HP.
Here we go. Timer, 10
Lucy's
seconds
out.
and counting. Jockey
Oh.
lands. Hunter lands. This is
This is
not
a big
good.
2 cap.
This
It
is
will
not
stumble into the
stumbled
spit.
in the safe room. I think that was
And
my
Lucy's
man,
getting bombarded
Lucy.
by Common at the moment.
He needs assistance. He needs the assistance. Okay,
And
not
that's-
the cleanest of takes for the first hit.
Yeah, that's what, 86 health gone for Lucy, so...
I just think he wandered too far and got boomed and jockeyed on the way back, and he had no support. Like I think it was Trump was just at the safe room door, so he couldn't really do
Oh,
anything.
they need to be
about
careful on this
clearing.
clear here.
Nearly got
7
an in-cap.
HP.
Oh.
Second tank up
Dandu.
in the hands of Dandu, the Team FeaR. See what he can do. Hopefully times his punches a little bit better.
One punches. Obviously, the American squad have decided to take the tank into the safe room. Maybe they prefer. not eating SI from all angles, I suppose. The boomer does get
Oh,
bunted
nice
very
M2.
well. That was clutch. I think Lewis is on the way to jumping or making his way to the safe room door and finds the boomer. Tank's rage is at 65. Hunter spawns.
I think I'm not quite sure on the. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think they might get a smoker here. Smoke.
I haven't been paying attention either, but the tank
Oh, no,
is
they got
in,
the
misses
jockey.
the
So this
entry
is
punch.
good.
Misses the next
he's
punch.
missed
Whiff,
again.
whiff. Lands the third punch. The tank's health is being absolutely shredded. The SI is not going to be able to go in before the tank dies. Oh, there's a 3 clap. Oh, this is going to be a wipe. Oh my god. It's not going to be a... Oh, is it going to be a wipe?
He got
This
hit
is a
over.
huge tank. Oh no, whiff. Oh, one more punch. Oh my days.
done
The
it.
tank has
And-
had 11 HP. Absolute disaster.
This is kind of what we were talking about, isn't it? Like, you know, they were railing that tank at the start. He whiffed a couple punches, but then they just all got funneled into the spawns, and that's just the end. Start
Oh my god.
getting
You know what?
multied.
I think that's just... I don't know. I don't want to call it luck, but that tank had 11 HP. That tank should have been dead. Only one SI came in originally, and I think the survivors took their eyes off the SI. He had like 1500 HP left at one point before the charger and jockey or whatever the other spawn was had even gone in. So that should have been a wipe.
I did think the person on the ground with the pistol was actually going to kill the tank, but I'm not even sure if he was actually shooting the tank.
Yeah, well, not gonna lie, he had some pretty big arms. He got fat punches, like a couple of doubles towards the end, kind of saved him. So that's a good comeback from Team FeaR. What you need.
See what they
Now
can do
they
on
need to
Survivor
survive
now.
this tank.
Yeah, and they're going to have the long arms chasing them down this time. With, you know, most of StayPoorB being on about 200 ping. See what they can do on this first hit. Just a reminder, 2-2 Jockey Hunter.
Lands on the head, double M2'd. Jockey spawns Hunter and Spitter in the same process. They've obviously identified
So
who
he's out.
Spitter is. The Hunter does not get skied and
Missing the
selects the
ski.
Jockey's target. Yeah, unfortunate for Balake. Missing that.
Not too bad of damage though. Didn't lose 80 health. So.
HP. Alright, inside or outside, gentlemen? They're making their way back to the safe room also. Now they have to be cautious. They're gonna be facing long arms also. The hitboxes are gonna be much larger in the safe room. So they have to make sure they don't kite into one area like team.
That's kind of why this
The-
tank can be scary, you know. If this tank, especially Trump having this tank with 200
Oh my
ping, as
god.
a tri-boom lands, this tank should be rolling in.
That was
He's
clutch.
quite far
by
away
Lucy.
though.
It's
What if he's-
rolling in. The common is still rolling in, but the tank
See if
will
we can
get
get
in
this
there.
entrance punch. And he
Entrance
gets it onto
punch by
Bill.
Trump. This will be an easy corner. 2 more punches. 1 more punch. Dandu is down. Tank rolls
another
into
corner.
Francis.
They can
Dover.
just wait at this point.
Yeah, they can easily wait. Oh, he got punched over. Oh my god, what an arm! Trump. This is great work. This is going to be a wipe, I think, by Trump. Double punches now lined up for Trump. Does
Oh,
whiff a
whiffs
punch,
one.
however. Lewis able to pop up his pills, but the Hunter covers quite timely. So both teams unable to survive a tank on early map 2. And you know what? This is death toll pointing.
Yeah, this is why it's known as wipe toll, right
Wipe
here.
toll.
Obviously, first two maps could be pretty rough, especially with both the early tanks. I think we'll see, hopefully, a major difference in these next two maps, but this is looking like it could be the lowest scoring game that I've seen so far.
Yeah, both teams probably, yeah.
So 346 to 104 for the away team, actually still winning, surprisingly.
Surprisingly indeed, another early tank for this map. Now this is a pretty this percentage.
This is a tricky tank spawn because after the first hit, if you save your second hit and get a really good delay, the tank can kind of commit in and potentially get an early car.
Hopefully Team FeaR has that in mind.
Might spawn, oh, the tank might spawn a little bit too far away, but yeah, they would need a pretty big delay hit.
let me know if they've readied up. I'm all tapped.
Okay.
No
Just
problemo.
waiting for Trump, as per usual, to load in. Oh, a bit of bit of conflict in a StayPoorB.
I don't know
Bad
what's
fish,
going
shut
on.
up, idiot.
Nah,
Jeez.
I hopped into the team and was like, y'all need a sub? And he's like, oh, Trump's loaded in.
Looks like just
Finally.
waiting on Trump and Fish to ready up. All right, everyone's ready.
And we're back. Vanille's got the perfect angle on the safe room.
Oh, pretty decent first hit here. Smoker, Charger, Jockey, Spitor. They can sync up here. Could get a nice 3 cap with the Spitor.
Nice little cheeky 3 camp.
They might opt to just stack most of their spawns on one person for the guaranteed damage.
They're not putting the safe room on top of the, the charger on top of the safe room, which is, I suppose, different. A lot of teams actually just roll in the charge into the safe room. But you know what?
Nice charge
If
there.
you're landing a charge like that, no problem. Damage onto Lucy again outside of the safe room.
Not as much as map 2, but
it's alright.
decent bit of chip.
I feel like he could have dodged that charger though, but he does have high ping, so probably got clipped from far away on his screen anyway. Tank spawns in about now.
Weapon over here.
In the hands of Dover. Ow.
Yes.
Do they try delaying? Fast does not fast.
They do have a charge. Boomer lens. Oh, Charger was close to getting Francis.
And
see this car?
I think if he had fast climbed that ladder, it would have been a little better, but hits that car and wanders away to the back fence. Will climb that and try to get closer to the survivors.
Yeah, car not really in the best position here. If you have a couple people up in the nest, as we like to call it, in this tower, then can get a lot of chip out onto this tank if he tries to get that hittable into play.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few tanks on this map get absolutely railed by the Uzis because they commit on the hittable too much. The Boomer doesn't
pop.
land.
Nice pop there by Peanut.
Peanut. Now with that pop, that allows additional survivors to join in the nest or the first floor of that tower. Much easier to kite the tank, much easier to
5.8k. Let's see how much he takes here.
Alright. 1k down.
Oh, he's whiffed a punch on the car as well. Oh no.
2k down. Let's make that 3k down. Can we go for 4k down? Oh no, what is he doing? He's walked into that. Tank is dead. All they need to do.
Oh, nice charge.
Oh, Hunter gets caught.
Yeah, messed over
Dead.
by the car.
Tank is dead. So,
and that's the power of the nest.
power of the nest, but I'm not too sure if FeaR just don't like sending in their SI early for the tank, because it seems like on all three tanks from map 1 to 3, they've nearly been dead by the time the SI goes in. So I think they need to work on that a little bit.
Yeah, spawns need to be in a little bit quicker, especially when survivor teams are just, you know, committing to shooting the tank. One boom
Good
landing
fight by
fish.
team.
Oh, nice jockey back.
Reset jockey, free spit. Smoker goes in a little too early for my liking. Could have just saved for a cooldown. The Boomer does try to get a few scratches and gets popped in the process.
Yeah, so this is going to be StayPoorB getting across this choke.
Reloading.
Should be around the truck or the bus before they take their next hit.
I'm reloading.
What have we got? Charger, Hunter, Jockey, and Spitter. So potential for big damage if they can land their SI here. Can be a bit of a tricky spot. Charger's pre-spawned up front.
Cleared.
Oh,
Hunter.
nice clear.
Cleared. Jockey cleared and Spitter too slow.
Misses actually. Spat
Misses
behind
and
the guy
a little
hunted.
too slow. Now they're gonna have a charge boon. Smoker and I think
Away
Hunter.
team here looking quite strong. 726 bonus still.
Reloading.
Indeed.
And Spitter died last, so they're not going to have a Spitter for this inside hit here.
Watch out.
Reloading.
They should. I mean, I'm not too sure if they're keeping a track of spawns, but they should be able to get out quite easily. grab ammo, try to look for pills, make your way out to the left.
I can handle this.
Jockey pre-spawns, charger pre-spawns, Boomer misses the Boomer just missed
Everyone
the jump
spawned up.
pad. Everyone spawned. Charger lands,
That's
Jockey
two
lands,
cap landing.
Boomer lands,
One,
Smoker
2,
lands. This is good damage.
3.
Down.
3 slams.
Planet.
Oh,
The Smoker, look
and
at the Smoker
smoke
at the front.
front.
Oh, that was. How do you do damage like that in a house with no spitter?
Yeah, considering the hit they had, they lost
yeah.
a lot of bonus just then.
They are playing on high ping, but Planet or Peanut is definitely not going to be happy about getting in capped by a charger.
Reloading.
A lot of
Losing
bonus
about
gone
200 bonus just then on that
there. Not
hit.
good.
Onto pre-spawn, getting a cheeky little hunt onto Badfish up front. Spit a little bit late there. Jockey gonna land, charger, whiffing. So someone fast gonna need to go and start the event here.
Look, there's lights on in that church.
Looks like Lucy's on the case. Gonna push forward, start the event for his team, and then run back into the graveyard.
This guy's nuttier than candy.
Reloading.
Ooh, not what you
Down
like to
all the
see.
tombstones.
2-2 Hunter Smoker for this next hit.
Yeah.
See if the boomer spawns up, actually lands the boom onto Badfish. Hunter looking to go in. Spit a pre-spat though, a bit questionable.
Not sure if that was the idea, but untouched from that hit, essentially. Team StayPoorB.
Yeah, if StayPoorB can control these common here, make sure they clear them out pretty quick. They shouldn't really take too much damage here. Alright, another boomer up for FeaR. See if they can land a nice double boom on the back onto Bill and Lewis. Spawn's looking to coming in. Smoker got picked. Charger going in. Whiffs. And
Not the
Jockey.
best SI from Team FeaR right now.
Yeah, you'd think they were playing on 200 ping with these
Goodness.
last couple of hits.
They really need to try to sync up the hits, or at least capitalize on the high ping. You know, they're landing their boomers, but they're not doing anything with the other SI. So this will give Team StayPoorB an opportunity to make a safe room, not only
Reloading.
distance-wise, but with bonus too.
They're still sporting a 375 bonus, so they can do well here. Nice
Nice
clear on the
fast clear
smoke.
onto Zoe. Now they land a Hunt Fit, so that's a little promising. Bonus
Yeah,
does
a little
drop
bit
a
of
little
damage.
more.
But if they're fast enough, they should be able to get in. See how far back everyone is. Yeah, someone just goes and kills the safe room spawn. It's gonna be tight.
Man, this hurts.
Get in there, son.
Jackie!
So StayPoorB making it with 300 bonus on the away server. Playing pretty well against Team FeaR at the moment. Yeah, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto Team FeaR. They're going to have to make this map, and they're going to have to make it with the same, if not more, bonus to stay in this game. What are your
They're gonna need a bit-
expectations?
Yeah, they're gonna need a bit more. They need to focus essentially. They got a tank that they can easily kill. They're the ones on the low ping. This is a home server, so they need to focus, make this safe room. They need to get the lead for starters. Oh, this is an immediate hit. The charger misses. The jockey lands for a second, but gets away. The charger nearly pulled off another punch. So a bit of damage, yeah, but it's been a lot worse for an immediate hit from Team StayPoorB. So essentially, this round, not only do they need to make the safe room, but they need to make
Creepy old train yards.
more than 300 bonus, which is quite some pressure applied by Team FeaR, not FeaR, StayPoorB. So FeaR have some work to do. The tank is going to be in the hands of Peanut, an experienced player among the squadron. The delay is nearly perfect. The jockey needs to do a bit more. The car is hit nearly perfectly. Bill nearly ate that car, but no, Planet's going to take his time, rotate around a little bit. The survivors have obviously noticed that the car's in not the best position, so they're pushing forward a little, but I'm not sure if that's the play at the moment. They can, I mean, they've got no hit, but I think they're just a bit out of position at the moment because the SR are about to go in with a boomer. Tank has rotated all the way to the
Oh, nice one
side.
boom there.
Now committing. This should. No.
He's going for a rock.
Not sure why he picked up a rock. I don't think that was a play. Rotates
Look
back
at Bill
to his
out here
car.
with the common, or he gets behind the train.
Ooh.
No,
God,
no one chipping.
Oh no! Look at that car. Oh, that car's hit too far back. Survivor team should be pushing forward. They should push forward into the map. The tank is alone at the moment. It does have 2 SI, but the tank survivors need to choose a better path. The tongue is cleared quite well. Lewis is caught in the cage. This is good punches by Planet, an in-cap. Now he needs help. Now this is where the SI need to capitalize on an in-cap. Zoe turns her back.
Walk into it.
So focused on that smoker.
Oh, and this
actually
is with a
manages to eat a
2-cap.
punch. So this is a wipe. Yet another wipe by team.
Peanut playing around with
StayPoorB.
his hittable, just losing health.
He's dead.
Oh, and so he eats the hittable there.
This is
That was
going
great sport by
Francis.
Team StayPoorB. Exactly
So
what you needed for the American squad. Exactly what you
3
didn't need
wipes in a row
on their
for-
home server.
to StayPoorB. This is.
FeaR,
I'm looking at Badfish. Is he gonna wipe as well, or?
I fear they are in trouble. See what I did there? Do you see what I did there?
I saw what you did there, Patel. Well
Thanks,
done.
mate. Thanks, mate.
So yeah, a bit of a interesting score here on the home server for Team FeaR. Currently losing by more than
On their own
800
home
points.
server. Tank percentage is at 60%. Now we are joined quickly by DDA. Much loved in the community.
Oh, that guy's here.
He's here to cast. I need to
Oh, okay, I'm out.
quickly do something. By quickly, I mean for the remainder of the match. And he'll be taking my plate. So enjoy.
Okay,
DDA.
what are you eating, Patel?
I'm not eating, mate. I'm trying to get some rest before our match. I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
I've heard that one before.
Look, the pizza's on the way. All right, listen. All right, DDA, all you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So, welcome, DDA.
Hello. Thank you for
What do you
having
think
me.
of the match
everyone.
so far? Have you been watching?
I'm just tuning in now, and I'm not sure if the scores are the other way around on Mill's Twitch, but from what I was hearing, that it seems like the home team has been wiped 3 out of 3 maps on their home server, and they have a very low score, so not looking too good for the home team.
Yeah, it definitely is not. So we're gonna have a 60% tank. StayPoorB. I mean, this is an interesting tank spawn. You know, you're gonna have to fight it probably out in the open or in the offices, depending on team's preferences.
It's pretty 50-50, because you either have to go into the offices and deal with the long arms with the ping, or just have to man up and deal with the hittables. So which one would you prefer, Caution?
I would prefer to deal with the hittables because, you know, also Team FeaR sending their charge spit outside, not opting to go for the, I would say, more standard inside hit.
I'm reloading.
Oh.
Reloading.
I don't think I can open up a slot, so this is quite awkward.
I'll leave the
Oh.
game. Whoop. I'm just chilling, my bad. I haven't left the game yet.
Oh, nice 2-cap coming out there. Momentary 3-cap, but Jockey did get cleared. So a little bit decent sync there for FeaR. Tank going to be up in the hands of Yosh, I presume. Looks like he's going to be heading straight back for the cutoff. Survivor's definitely not making this. See where they opt to fight it. Looks like they're going to go for this truck play, which is something that we've been playing with personally. Fair
They
bit.
do have a boomer, so they have to keep that in mind. They're actually on the house. I don't know, you get up there. Hunter does land onto Bill and the charges just gets melted, but this boomer's trying to look for something while the tank brings in his toys.
Yeah, that first car hits the invis wall. Boomer's going to land one boom onto Lewis. Tank getting up top, just not wanting to take too much more chip, I guess, before he gets
Trying
his
to play-
spawns up.
Yeah, trying to chuck a few rocks in and just work his hittables in, but this is a little bit of chip coming out into this tank. But he does have 3 hittables in front, and that
Oh,
bit, oh my
Lewis!
god!
Oh, he's
What a nice
eating
hittable.
it.
Jockey lands onto Bill, and that's a lot of separation. This Smoker
They
needs
still
to
have a
get
Smoker
Zoe.
Hunter here to catch out Zoe.
Oh.
Smoker gonna land, but
Oh,
cleared in
it's
time.
cleared in the
Ooh.
back.
Oh, a nice skeet there by Lucy.
Francis has gotten out of the tank's range as well, so this might not be a wipe now because the SI didn't manage to cap 2 people in the back, and they do manage to pick Peanut up, and it's just
Oh,
a
Francis,
tank
be
alone.
careful. Oh, it's another one.
Oh, and a
Double punch as well. This is
This
the
is-
best tank we've seen from Team FeaR.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage coming out, but that definitely could have been a wipe. It had potential to, considering how early the hittable was.
Yeah, me and Patel were talking about it on the previous tanks. They seemed like they were sending in their SI too late, but I think on this one it was actually a little bit too early. Tank couldn't really go in and capitalize on anything.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the tank it could have gotten around to where Planet was hit with Dumpster and maybe tried to grind him down, but it looks like he opted to go for the wipe instead.
Yeah, so StayPoorB gonna survive the tank. Not looking too healthy, but just gonna be looking to really get the distance on this map, I'd say. Jockey, Boomer, Smoker, Hunter for this hit. Hunter going in, Smoker spawned up, gets a pull onto Lewis, Jockey with the cover onto Zoe, and 2Boom onto the other 2 survivors. A little bit of chip coming out there. Decent hit for Team FeaR.
Yeah, for sure, considering they didn't have a spitter in that little new choke. But looks like Team SPB are just going to push out, hit the event, and maybe camp a hit. But they have to be careful because they have 2 people bleeding, but they do manage to find 1 set of pills, so that is something good for them now. This is pretty risky at the moment. Yeah, they're getting swarmed and they hit the event, so this is looking like another hit's coming in. The charge does come in. Hunter and spit onto Zoe. That might be an in-cap onto her. No, it isn't.
I think the spit actually missed.
Yeah, looked like it was just a little bit off.
I thought that was about to be a double charge, and then charges drops in and charges the wall. Pretty unfortunate for our Team FeaR. Could have been a nasty hit. But StayPoorB just pushing on forward, only with a 78 health bonus at the moment. All bonus on Trump and Lucy.
This distance definitely hurts the home team at the moment, and we do have another hit. A Smoker is spawned in the back, and Hunter is pouncing around. Charger spawns by the dino side, and Smoker lands. Oh, that's a nice double charge, and that's an in-cap onto Bill. This is a lot of damage. That's 2 in-caps onto the health bonus, so no bonus anymore. And Francis
And the
is coming
2-boom onto the standing survivors. Francis having a lot of trouble with these common that just keep rolling, and Smoker's going to pull Lewis. Should be able to clear it in time, although the common are catching up to him. Lucy's looks like he's going to die. They need to pick him up right now. 1 delay on this and he's going to die. Where's the jockey going? Oh.
The jockey could have just wiped them then. That was a misplay. I'm pretty sure it still will be a wipe, but could have guaranteed it then. And the Hunter does land onto Bill, and I think that's the wipe. But still, that's a lot of distance considering that tank should have wiped as well.
Yeah, 100%. Just a little, I mean, they got the wipe in the end, but a little misplay from that jockey there. Maybe not seeing how much health that Lucy had when he was on the ground there. 1 scratch would have killed him, and then could have got the jockey onto the last survival. So home team gonna really need to step it up this map. They need a pretty flawless take. Not sure where they plan on fighting this tank, but
it was a round to come back on Death Toll. It's definitely map 4. You can get a lot of bonus on this as if the tank doesn't do any damage. But looks like we are going live now. Don't have a charger, so no death charge potential, and the hit isn't that great. It's only Hunter and a Smoker that can really do anything. The Boomer goes in a bit early, jumping around. That was pretty funny. They didn't pick that.
Baiting, jumping straight past him. Does get the proxy onto Zoe. Survivor's just going to camp it out. Believe that the infected should get jockey on this hit. Could be wrong, but I believe they will get the jockey. So they're going to hold out for a 3-cap, 3 second. But survivors are pushing out. Hunter going in. Oh, nice ski. Smoker trying to get an angle onto Bill, but just can't find it. Gets the pull back.
Jockey in the front as well. Not a lot of damage for that first hit there.
Yeah, not too much. It's got a little bit. You know, you can't complain about a bit of damage, but Probably not what they were looking for. This next hit's probably going to be a bit more damage though. I'd say that StayPoorB is going to save the majority of their hit for the inside if they get the spitter, which they do. Charge Hunter spitter. Pretty
Definitely has a
ideal
lot
set.
of potential. Yeah, if they land a wall kick and then spit on it and then charge in the spit, this definitely could be like someone's health gun.
Hunter just happened to pounce in there, losing about half of his health because he was positioned incorrectly.
Getting baited there, but if the survivors know,
Oh, nice two boom.
If the survivors know, they can wallbang that spot and possibly pick it. But they need a
changing position up front.
They definitely need to put the pressure on, considering they're down one spawn, I think.
Oh, Hunter getting stuck there, almost dying. 78 health onto Peanut with this Hunter. See what he can do. Nice skeet there by Yok.
They're trying to pick the spitter from the inside. They're definitely doing damage to it.
Oh, I think they've killed it. They've killed it.
It's a very clean take, actually. Yeah, that was a very clean take.
Yeah, a little bit of chip across the board, but handling these first couple hits pretty well. This next choke added in the last stand update can be a bit disastrous for some teams. Do have the 3-cap boomer as well for this, so
definitely some separation potential with the jockey and smoker though. A boomer does go in and manages to land one boom onto Lewis, but I think they're just going to hold it out in the open and just cycle for another hit. Another spawn.
Should be getting the spitter here on this, as Charger died last on the previous hit. So gonna go for the spit hunt, I guess.
Hunter is pre-spawned up.
Survivors rushing underneath, still lands though. Nice 2-cap, 3-cap momentarily, I think.
This is some damage. Bit of a slow clear onto the smoker, but the Hunter went in for a DP and just got himself stuck on that little green thing. And
yeah, Survivor's almost pushing forward. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna...
I think they need ammo.
Pushing out here. Okay. Tanky's quite far away, so not too scary, unless spawns can capitalize on this, and looks like Boomer gonna come in from below.
Oh, this Charger, this could be big.
Oh, very close. Bill just got on top of that ladder to avoid the charge then.
It's definitely looking scary there for a second. And now the survivors have free reign if they want to stay in the offices or go back, they can choose which one they want to do.
Yeah, officers with the chip that they've got at the moment, it's kind of hard, but most of them would probably have to pop, I'd say, because, you know, one entry long arm and it's, what, 4 punches. So, Bad Fish gonna go in. See if he can get one of these early corners. Failing to jump up on the officer is going to lose a lot of health at the moment. 50%. Misses his first punch.
Oh, 3-cap. Almost. It was almost a 3-cap, but thankfully Rochelle, or Zoe manages to clear herself from the pool. But this tank manages to do a little something considering he kind of screwed up his initial commit. Had 3k HP before he got a first punch and he manages to get 2 in-caps from that. So, not bad, I think.
A good take by FeaR. It was pretty clutch getting killing that smoker. That would have been a nasty 3-cap in there on tank.
Got a weapon here.
FeaR look like they're just gonna probably go back, take 1 hit, and then push through the board as they do have 2 survivors bleeding.
They definitely need to hold on to this bonus to make a comeback. This bonus matters. And I think SPD wants to go for a quad.
Yeah, I think this is a quad sack. Yeah, Boomer going in as well. 1 boom onto Zoe, so StayPoorB gonna just hold out for the quad, but looks like FeaR's just ready to go. They'll probably have realized what's happening. gonna get all the way to the front boss to take the quad, I'd say.
Could even take the quad in the little room. It looks like Bill is opting to do that. If they manage to get in that little room, it's really difficult for the smoker to do anything. So yeah, that's where they're gonna hold it.
Now, if I was StayPoorB, I would probably opt to just let them fight out this horde. You're probably not going to land a quad in there. It looks like they're going to go in. Hunter lands early. Oh, nice double charge. So, didn't get the quad, but did get a decent amount of damage on the Team FeaR.
Took off 150 bonus. It's definitely like a decent hit, but yeah, I think you have a better chance of landing the quad outside, but they were bleeding inside, so they had all the time in the world to wait.
FeaR going to try and push forward into this laundry room before the next hit's up. Looks like they're going to get in successfully. Hunter going in, gets skeeted nicely. Charger dies a bit. Not going to get any sort of spread to do any damage.
So
Was that the 2-2 last again?
Not sure, but it's a bit unfortunate for the Charger. It was committing in and the Boomer dropped down and the Boomer was popped and stumbled the Charger. Although it could have landed if that didn't happen. But
Okay,
it's
so,
like
so it should be the 3-cap boom again.
FeaR are just making a lot of distance now. Jockey goes in, not sure what he's doing.
Tried to get some separation, but got M2'd there by Zoe. Smoker pre-spawned. Gonna pull Zoe at the back. Gets cleared pretty quickly though. Hunter struggling to cap. Finally gets Zoe instantly cleared by Yosh. Smoker just gonna reposition up front and hopefully have a crack at this final hit. See if they can lower this bonus a little bit.
It's more health bonus at the moment, but if they do manage to in-cap Bill, they'll definitely be able to have another hit. And they have a decent hit for this. They have a Spitter, Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger, so definitely damage potential. But the Spitter does get picked.
What is Badfish doing? He just spawned up and walked in front of him. Oh, nice charge landing. Bill gets in-cap. Jockey gets a scratch and then M2'd. Smoker still can maybe delay here, but should get picked before he has a chance to. Survivors pushed in. Smoker gonna try and go in insta-clear. Team FeaR gonna be making their first safe room of the match. 188 bonus, catching up a little bit, but still behind on the home server. Gonna need some magic here on the finale to try and take the lead and do something.
Definitely doable with the first tank and the 2 hittables. It's definitely a lot of potential for a comeback, but I'll have to see how STB play it.
.43% tank will spawn quite early. Not going to see any survivors having to run down towards the hittable area anywhere.
So how do you feel about having a boom for this tank commit here, Caution?
I mean, obviously a boom's always good if you can land it, but sometimes I'd say majority of the time it's 50-50, you know, like if you don't land the boom, it's just one spawn down for tank. If you do land a boom or even a multi-boom, it can be the difference between, you know, maybe a couple of in-caps and getting a wipe. Especially if the other team have high ping. It's not really fun to get boomed on high ping.
Especially when you have these hittables to deal with.
Yeah, curious if StayPoorB will maybe do a bit of chip and go back inside and just try and, you know, survive this first tank, or if they're going to go for the more ballsy play of staying outside with the hittables, but potentially having the tank do less damage. Wait, what's happened? Did they
I'm not
GG
sure
or
if
something?
they wanna. I'm not sure if they wanna play the finale because they're asking for the IP and team StayPoorB is leaving the
Oh,
server.
that
So,
no, I actually forgot. I think they did agree on map 1 that they weren't going to play finale, so that
alright,
was
well,
my bad.
all good. To the American server, I guess.
So, what about a 500-point deficit for Team FeaR going onto the American server? Not ideal. You really want to. You can't really go into these home and away games losing on your home server. You need to at least be winning.
I guess the one saving grace that Team FeaR has is that it's death toll and anything can happen on this map.
That is true. Death toll is, especially with, I don't know if you saw, but the first 2 maps were the early tank, so yeah, early tanks on death toll can be a bit chaotic. I do feel a little bit bad for FeaR, though. They were playing, that was their home server, and none of them even got green ping. So
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
are you loading the config, or should I load it? Can I even load it from spec? There we go.
So what did the Americans get on the away game? About 200 ping? Seems to be the
Yeah.
same.
I think most of them had around 190. I think Trump had 220, and then Monkey had like 150 or 145 or something.
Unless anyone has a better plan, I say we head there.
So, I mean, looking quite grim for Team FeaR heading into the American server. Gonna have to see. Oh, their pings might not be too bad though. Dandu looking like he gets 118. Yosh on 112. Looks like they're only getting a little bit,
Yeah, it's not
higher
much
ping
different.
than their home server.
I guess the real difference is for the Americans who now have green ping.
Yeah, which I mean, if we take anything from the last game, should be quite easy win, but as you said, it is death toll, you never know.
Just like to do a quick shout out to Sir Please in the chat for being the funny man he is. Thank you, sir.
Sir, please. Isn't
Now
that
there's
the guy that has really bad service?
makes really bad configs as well.
We're just joking, sir. Not
So,
really.
if you guys want to do a shout out, now's the time while everyone loads into the servers.
I'll give it a shout out. Shout out to Team StayPoorB for winning on the away server.
Gotta give them that. It's not very often you see that.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the lowest scoring death toll game I think we've seen so far.
Yeah, we've
Considering that they actually played 4 maps.
definitely seen like a few games which have been very high score, like NV and Tempo. Tempo, if you guys didn't know, had 7.3, I think.
Yeah, almost 7.4. It was like 7.388 or something. That was in 5 maps, and then Envy earlier getting 5.1 in 4, which is I think that was also on a neutral game. That wasn't even their home game. So definitely some big scores been thrown out by some of the teams here.
Any
Especially
prediction for the green pink players?
Probably going to be a quite easy win. I mean, they were struggling a little bit on the away server, but still doing better than the home team was.
Looks like we're about to go live, just waiting for Dover to ready up. Everyone else is ready. What do we have for this first hit? We have a smoker, boomer, spitter, so 2-2.
Yeah, so not the best hit. I believe on the other server it was boomer, charger, smoker, jockey or something, which was a really good delay hit, seeing as how they only have to walk down a little bit of this ramp here at the front to
They
spawn
definitely
tank.
stick one person in the safe room and try and block, make it so it's restricted for infected to spawn, and then eliminate any potential boomer spawns. Do you think that that might be the play here?
It is risky. I mean, I wouldn't really expect to see FeaR do it. Maybe StayPoorB, with them being on their home server, might be a bit more confident to do it. Looked like they wanted to do it in the away game, but maybe they just didn't have the confidence being on 200 ping. But yeah, with it being a 2-2, I'd say it's a bit more likely that you could see it happening.
Yes.
So anytime you're ready, Badfish.
Time is monkey, as they say.
And
And
we are
we
live.
are going.
Ready for this?
So it looks like Trump's going to try and get up onto the DP. Peanut going in early, getting a 1 boom. They might just opt to go in early here. Kind of looks like he's maybe setting up for a wall kick if he sees it.
Reloading.
I'm just going to hold out for the 3 cap. Pull forward gets...
Ideal position.
Reloading. Ready?
The DP lands, the spit has to come up. But a nice DP coming up, that's 16 damage. Spit misses, but a jockey manages to get Lewis, so a little bit of chip damage onto him.
Where's Bill going? Bill, get back up there. So tank going to be up in the hands of Badfish, who was the only player to not wipe on the away server. Looks like he's going to go back.
This is the redemption tank for Badfish. He's definitely not a bad tank player. I've seen him get some pretty crazy arms, so see what he can do here.
He's struggling a little bit with, oh geez. Okay. Alright, you've got this, Badfish, I believe. There we go. That is in. That's what we love to see.
He's
So tank going to commit with 2.
got a little bit of time doing that, so he might lose his first pass. Might not have the opportunity to play long.
Has Smoker Charger support at the moment with Hunter as a last spawn. Looking like he's pretty happy to just go straight in with these hittables and see what he can do. Oh, that was scary. That was a butt clencher right there. And he's getting these hittables in awkward spots. Oh, taking the punch forward. This is going to kill the Smoker. That was interesting decision. Hunter should land on Francis up front, so just going to need to cover this. Nice car onto Yosh. Charger lands onto Lewis. Smoker getting the repull onto Zoe, but does clear Lewis just before. Oh, these cars are so close. Oh!
Just needs to buy a lotto ticket.
Oh my. Badfish getting a little bit unlucky with these hittables, but turns around, gets a rock onto Zoe. Francis died in the process from that Hunter up front.
They can kill the tank. They need to just like pick him up and pressure him. He's only got 2k HP, but the tank is rolling in. There's a jockey on the boss. He manages to land on the build. Charger spawns behind the boss.
Lewis!
Zoe.
Oh, Lewis! Didn't realize the hittable was there and just eats it point blank, just ran into it.
Be a wipe.
And there's the wipe. Badfish getting the redemption tank.
I definitely feel like he could have guaranteed a wipe early on. but he was in the safe room trying to position his hittable so he could helicopter it over. It was almost a 3-cap, but I think someone managed to clear the smoker at the last second.
Yeah, it was very. No, they cleared the charger. Someone got charged, and then
You know, I heard
I think
reports
Zoe
that
got
Riverside
pulled, but
held
she
out.
got pulled when
Unless
she was right
anyone
next
has
to
a
the
better
charger,
plan,
so she
I
got
say
pretty
we
much a
head
full
there.
Uzi clip and
Sounds
cleared it.
good to me. Let's head to Riverside.
So nice wipe for Badfish. See what Team FeaR can do with this tank. They didn't have a, I don't think you saw it, but they didn't have a very good tank last time. The tank actually messed up the hittable and had to go in without any hittables, which is not
Yeah,
really
that was-
ideal for this tank.
I think they are opting to keep Peanut in the safe room, blocking all those spawns. Hunter is
Looks like-
pre-spawned in the hills, not on top of the mountain.
Boom actually landing on Peanut in the back. Looks like Hunter's going to be coming for him. See if he can get this Uzi ski. Doesn't get it, so he's going to take a little bit of damage here. Not too much health lost. Around 19. So not too bad. Stays in the safe room. Going to restrict the that boomer from behind these car or in between the two cars, which can be quite crucial. Tank up in the hands of Dandu. Working his back hittable in first, got it down bottom. So we can get this hatchback over. He's got the hatchback in. So already on the up and up for Team FeaR.
He needs to get this car in quickly if he wants to keep his first pass. He can't mess around with it a lot.
So he's just sacking some spawns there. Boomer trying to find a spawn, looking behind the tree, but Survivor's positioned too far away. Dandu
This
has
is-
got both of his cars.
Another case of you just have to go in with whatever you got here.
Yeah, having a boom here, like we were talking about earlier, it can be good if the boom lands, but if this boom doesn't land, it's... Oh, and it almost landed there onto Lewis. That was a good pop there by Trump. Dandu has sight, so just gonna play it out. Wait a little bit.
Onto him right now. Looks like he's rolling in with his hittables. They're in decent spots, but Badfish does get pulled from in front, so they can definitely play on this, but the tank wants to commit onto him, gets a punch onto him, and he gets punched away. The jockey tries to go for him, but he M2s it. Very nicely done, but the
They
Hunter
really
is
need
going to...
Hunter in here. Oh,
what
that's
a
5
thing.
shots.
Very
This
nicely
tank's
done.
got nothing. Peanut eating another car. See if Tank might be able to kill him. One more punch. And Peanut's dead.
Another pull out into Badfish, but I think that's all she wrote for this tank. Definitely not bad considering that Badfish is just, you know, a very good video game player and managed to kill both the Hunter and the jockey, but one kill there, can't complain. It's pretty much free.
Yeah, that's the second hittable I've seen Peanut eat. He ate one earlier on the away game, that dumpster that you were in to see, I think. So Dandu just gonna play it long now, try and get some hits and more damage. Infected not realizing. I don't think they can spawn safe room, can they? Yeah,
Actually
looking
got
for it.
300 HP, so if they just randomly shoot into the mountain, they do have the possibility of killing him. And looks like that's what they're trying to do now. The jockey has gone behind them, just trying to make a bit of noise, but this boomer, he needs to spawn from in front.
Yeah, not sure if they've realized yet, but they can't spawn in safe room. There's one survivor never left. Looks like Dandu gonna go in, maybe try and get a last car. Going back up into the hills, just repositioning his car, but not really in the best position as survivors can just push forward now if they choose to do so, which looks like they're happy to do.
He needs to be careful because he's already like gonna lose a lot of rage, and he's on his second pass. This is gonna be an AI tank.
They're gonna have a hit up top here if they can capitalize in time. Hunter's pre-spawned up. Francis already up top, Lucy. One boom
Pull at the
lands,
back.
full at the back.
Oh my god.
That would
Zoe
have
was
been an in-cap call, he got very lucky. Ooh, hittable in as well.
hittable. It's 10%, but I think they're just going to run it forward and this will be AI, which is pretty ideal considering that they won't get spitters now.
Yeah, just getting the. They just need to get a 3 cap here to try and prevent StayPoorB from making this map. Even just the distance. Still have a pretty decent bonus, considering only 3 survival.
If they make it with this health, they're definitely not in a bad shape for map 1. Boomer is spawned in the back, manages to land 1 boom onto Francis, but looks like they're just gonna go. Smoker spawns up in the back, manages to pull the boom guy.
Oh, nice.
And
Ooh.
what a
Big
nice
clear.
clear. They can just hold W now and just push outside. Killed the boomer first, so they're gonna get another one.
Yeah, this can be like at least they're gonna be getting 3 caps with boomers, but yeah, that boomer dying first means they're gonna get another one, and they kind of need to land this boom first. And they do get a nice 2 boom. Charger misses.
You got a multi there, that definitely could have been potential for the 3 cap, but a triple boom is landing, and that smoker is spawned in the back. Could have pulled Zoe when she was a bit separated, but looks like SPV are just going to run in. Smoker tries to pull him. They're just in. That's a good round by them.
That was close.
Yeah, would they finish? 303 bonus with 3 players making full distance, so very good round for the home squad here, extending their lead.
Definitely feel like there was a bit of misplay though. Planet definitely shouldn't have eaten that car. There was no reason for him to do so. All the spawns were dead and it was just the tank.
Yeah, it was only, what, a 2k health tank, and ended up getting a kill out of that. So a little bit of misplay, but, you know, the boys recovered and made the safe room with bonus, so can't complain. So this tank was 29, that's 28, not really a major difference. Not sure if they're going to bother setting this one. Looking like another 2-2 out of the safe room with a hunter jockey.
The Argentina server, how did SPB decide to handle the early tank? Did they play outside or did they go inside the safe room?
I think both teams went inside the safe room and both teams wiped.
Risky when you're going up against long arms, but with the low ping, they definitely have a advantage to counter the running away from those high ping arms.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just I think actually StayPoorB played it better on their survivor half, but just got caught out towards the end by spawns. So just waiting on Blake to ready up from Team FeaR, and we should be going live. So it looks like Peanut's going to be going out first and baiting. Gets boomed. And walk back in, clear the common.
It's not good for the boomer, he fell off accidentally. So if they just clear all these commons, he's pretty much a dead target.
So Hunter and Jockey both pre-spawned in the same spot. Hunter going to get skeeted, Jockey lands onto Francis. Gonna be a bit of separation damage. Nice proxy boom onto Gil and Lewis. Zoe very far away. This is a lot of damage onto Francis, considering only the Jockey lands. Badfish staying in the safe room. I assume they're doing the same strat. They want to fight it in the safe room, and he's staying in there to restrict spawns for infected.
Try to spawn up in front for a scratch, but just gets deleted. See you later.
So tank up in the hands of Blake. See what he's going to be able to do here for Team FeaR. Boomer Hunter support at the moment. Probably it looks like Boomer's going in. Proxy boom out onto Francis. He probably could have got that M2, but he'll shut it on in.
I think this tank should commit, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going for bad fish. Or, no, sorry,
Oh, he's going a long way around though.
a lot of
a lot
damage.
of health.
No corner and he's 2k HP. The spawns need to go in, but the jockey gets them too. A long arm onto Lucy, but the tank whiffs. This is a dead
tank.
tank.
Is getting kited very. And this can be the problem, especially not doing the jump over the railing as tank. You know, you're just kind of running around chasing survivors and pretty much banking on the fact that your spawns can land, or maybe a common runs into the safe room to block someone. But that's pretty much almost as clean as it gets for that safe room take.
Definitely, they would have to be really happy, even though they took the first hit poorly. Happy with that tank, and the boomer gets shot down.
Spitter's pre-spawn. Wonder if StayPoorB not going to try and kill it. Or maybe they are. Just would be the right play to do. Spitter just spawned up for I don't know what reason. I guess sacking for quad, but
Get the choke for free though. Definitely could have used a hit and then killed the 2-2 last, but looks like they just want to guarantee a quad. Hunter is spawned in the back, just making some noise, but he has to be careful because he can get picked if he isn't.
let's see what FeaR can do here with this quad. Smoker pre-spawn at the back, misses the tongue onto Francis. Hunter coming in. Hunter lands and the charger capitalizes with the 2 cap. You need to slam in, not too much damage from the quad. Was a nice 2 cap up front with the Hunter charger landing. But Team StayPoorB just pushing on forward, looking in pretty good shape for map 2 of Death Toll here on their home server.
611 bonus, this is definitely looking scarier for FeaR. Boomer spawned up, manages to get a 2-boom. Looks like the hit's coming in from the front, and the Hunter lands onto Zoe with the spit, but the spit spread doesn't like go on top of Zoe, it's a bit off. Smoker spawned below.
Unfavored spit spread there for Team FeaR. And they're getting 1 tick or 2.
Next ladder for free now.
Yeah, did they kill the spitter last there as well?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're not even going to have a spit up here, so they're going to have to probably go for the 3 cap outside with the boomer.
Hey, there's weapons over here.
All they need to do is shut down this hit and they can make it into the safe room with a lot of bonus, but the boomer goes in, manages to land onto Francis. Charger and jockey
coming in. Oh, triple charge smoke back with the jockey landing onto Francis. This is a massive hit for Team FeaR. Oh, disaster struck for StayPoorB. What a hit.
Such a good condition before that hit. They could have made the safe room with a lot of bonus, but still, it's alright. They have, still decent health. Hunter is spawned up.
Half their bonus? Jeez, that was a good hit by Team FeaR. Spitter going in pre-spit, Hunter lands, insta-clear, Smoker for a couple of ticks, but that's the home team making it in safe room with, what did they get, around 300? 300 exactly, so
That was
pretty
unfortunate.
decent. Yeah, probably not going to be too happy with how that second last hit went, but that was a huge hit for FeaR.
I think on that last hit as well, the high ping tongue just pulled the wrong person because got Lucy, who was a bit common locked and slow. He would have been pulled into the spit.
Unfortunate. Thanks Ben. Thank you for that one.
G.
So FeaR gonna need to do their best to survive this tank. On a bit of the high ping here, so probably gonna realistically need to shut down some spawns. Blake's already out. Oh, Hunter's messed up. Still lands though, with the spit up in the tunnel.
He put himself in a position where his team could insta clear it and eats a lot of damage.
Oh, he just ran through the death spit I think as well, so Blake almost losing half his health off that first hit. Tank gonna be up in the hands of Lucy though. Lucy had a pretty good tank on map 1 on the away server. And for having some pretty decent arms, even on green ping, so Be expecting him to get an entry punch here, maybe an early in cap.
I think it's worth having a
Sharp.
boom here, the high ping.
It can be good if you get the timing down right. Looks like Boomer's looking for a safe room spawn at the moment. Might be able to get it, so he's falling off. Looks like he might just sack it. That's popped there by Dandu. So Tank gonna have to commit in with probably around 10 seconds left on the spawn timer. With a
Boomer
late
went in a
sack.
bit. Tank is rolling in now. Lifts the jump across. This is not looking good. That's not a good.
Oh, Lewis catches himself out near the guns though. What is he doing? Jockey lands early, instantly cleared. Charger just punching at the moment. Charges Bill. Hunter lands on the other side onto Lewis. Tank getting some nice long arms in here. Jump punches. That should be that's gonna be it. So Lucy actually whiffed the initial jump over the railing, which would have caught out Blake, which was also the I think the 50 health guy on their team. So
Pretty good damage by the tank, but he definitely whiffed a couple punches, and he got 2 punches onto Lewis and changed targets onto Zoe, so not what they want, but a nice triple boom lands. This could be a lot of damage here. Pull out in front with the spit misses, and Jockey goes in. Jockey surrounds us down into the death spit. A little
he
soft
gets
with the
stumbled into it as well. It's good damage rolling out.
potentially even the bonus now, so this is not looking too bad for the home team.
Yeah, things are looking up for FeaR. I'd love to see them make this map at least, and get the points a little bit closer. Looks like we're gonna have the 3-cap spitter. Hunter pre-spawned at the back, looking like he's gonna go in a sec. Charger coming up. Misses actually. Hunter lands.
A lot of damage onto Bill though. And then cap.
Did he just get smoked and then
Yep.
spat on?
Smoked, scratched, a spat on, and no one cleared him in time. And then he got slapped by a few commons. That's a lot of damage going out from him.
So FeaR not really even in the position to push forward here. People slow, commons still coming in. They're going to go for it anyway, but SPB are going to have this hit up in time if they opt to go in. Yeah, but you're not saying go.
Sorry everyone watching. This is a very good hit coming out. Charger lands onto Francis, and that's an in-cap. Zoe's coming. Oh, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, one or two more slams, that would have been Blake dead. Still got a Dover down on the ground, so SPB gonna get another hit here. He's only the 2-2, but Smoke spit up top, sinking up. It's gonna be Zoe going down as well.
A nice double.
two-boom. Peanut gonna go back for the respawn, and I think that might have been the 2-2, so they're gonna have a quad for this next hit.
All of their bonus essentially gone. They've only got 9% DB, so in these next couple hits, it'll be 0 bonus. Hunter is spawned
Honest?
over.
Ooh, Hunter, a bit questionable. I'm not sure if they knew, but did have a quad. Unless they wanted to sack it for a spitter, which they should get. And it looks like they're just heading in. Oh,
Charlie got
Charger
stopped.
charges.
But this is a reset.
Is this in
Yeah.
cap?
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
he walked off and capped himself. Alright. I'm not
Blake,
too sure about that one.
Trying a bit too hard to save his teammate, incaps himself in the process.
Jockey was just trying to bait out the drop or the pickup, but just stuck it, and the boomer manages to land a 1 boom onto Bill. Still, in my opinion, this is a wipe, but definitely could make
Three
a little
people.
more distance now.
3 people black and white on FeaR.
Oops, dropped
Everyone
as well.
bleeding out. There's going to be a good hit coming up as well.
If I go down,
Should be the
don't
spitter
those
again.
bastards eat you.
Oh no, they actually got the quad. So, I
This
guess
is like deja vu.
I need to get
Spawns died before the jock. Charger him from behind, going for the long charge. Connects with Zoe. 2 cap at the back, Zoe.
Chuck covered it perfectly. It's a kill onto Zoe.
So yeah, FeaR just getting the distance as much as they can at this point. Blake, black and white, 9 HP. Probably gonna die on this next hit.
If a boom lands here, it's essentially over. But they're just
2-2.
pushing up into the commons.
Blake is out of here. Hunter comes in with the scratch and kills him. Smoke back and Lewis is in cap, so... Well
I
played,
definitely
though.
feel like, yeah, SPB did well to capitalize on that, but the tank, yeah, could have had a bit more in my opinion.
Yeah, missing that entry can be a bit rough and start getting kited around. I think the only saving grace there for that tank was Lewis just caught daydreaming at the ammo pile there. Not sure what he was doing, but StayPoorB looking in pretty good shape heading into these next 2 maps where with this green ping they can make big bonus if they play it correctly.
I believe the only way for FeaR to win the game is if they wipe on both of the tanks up and they make it with a lot of bonus. That's the only theoretical way of them winning here.
Yeah, and these tanks, they aren't exactly, especially this one, this can be a rough tank to try and wipe with. Asking if I'm setting the tank. No, I am not. Because if no one from their team has been setting them, I believe we've just had 2 maps in a row where the tank percentage has only been 1 off of what it was on the away server. So that's probably why they're asking me if I'm setting it.
It's pretty, like a good coincidence, I suppose. Not that 1% makes a huge difference, but consistency is always nice.
Of course. So just waiting on Badfish to ready up once again. Looking like, what have they got? Hunter, Smoker, Charger, Boomer for this first hit.
Definitely could do some damage if a DP lands, but it's not the most ideal set.
Yeah, really need a big tri-cap here. Without a spitter, there's not really much you can hope for. Maybe a magical double charge or triple. Still waiting for Badfish. Badfish has better things to do at the moment than play out the rest of this match. What do you think he's doing, Didier?
It's probably he's got his prayer beads out and he's praying for a good map 3, because this could go either really well or really poorly, but looks like we are going live now, and the survivors just balls to the wall, just running out, 3 of them. But the charger goes in early and the pool goes out, Hunter steals it.
So 1 damage just from that Hunter landing.
It's definitely a ballsy push by those survivors. They sent 3 people out, just ready to kill everything.
I do think it's not too bad when they don't have a spitter. I think spitter makes that hit a lot more scary. So tank up in the hands of Yosh.
Watch out!
See if FeaR can get a decent hit on the way back here with this spitter. Maybe sync up the jockey charge. Oh, this charger should not land.
Jockey was heard in the front, a few things onto Zoe, but do you think it was worth the tank going back and maybe trying to get his hittable? Because he's screwed that one up bad. If he tries
it's-
to go for that one, he's gonna take a lot of damage.
It is rough on this tank percentage because you do actually spawn pretty far away from your back car. And if you mess it up once, then you can't even get 2 cars in. But I think we saw this tank on FeaR's home server lose about 4k chip trying to get a hittable in from the front here. So we'll see if StayPoorB can give us a repeat on this chip.
Finally got 2 people in the box here. Smoker spawned in front, Pull goes for a pull, but this tank can't do a whole lot and he's just losing a lot of HP. That's minus 2k right now. But they have to be careful. Tank is going for the person in the box. Smoker misses, but
Oh,
he
what's
didn't get
Peanut
out in
doing?
time. Tank
Whiffs
was
the punch. Tank,
And-
and that hittable is out. Nice double charge, but Tank's gone to focus hittable, so... This is looking like a pretty clean take, just the 1 punch onto Peanut so far. As long as they don't take anything else, this is looking quite good. Or hittable in a really rough spot, stuck between the train cart and the pole.
He
Not where
needs
you
to
want
keep
it.
sight. He needs to keep sight. He's gonna go AI. A nice.
Hittable in a pretty good position at the moment if they try and push forward.
Looks like the tank wants to commit here, but
He's gonna... Oh,
Th-
they're giving him
there's
a
a lot-
sight.
there's a lot of common here. They have to be careful. If this Honor goes in and gets a stumble, this could be bad. But the tank only has 100 HP left, and that's a dead tank. But
So,
Francis just
2-punch
dropped.
tank.
I definitely feel like that punch at the end was a freebie though. Could have maybe
Yeah.
gone into the room.
I think they just needed more people outside shooting it. Like, I think Zoe was the only one that I saw that was shooting it on the way in. Francis just like backed up into it. I don't even think he knew it was that close.
Definitely a bad take. Nice M2s coming out.
Smoker Charger gonna try and sync up. Spitter just goes in and free spits, then the Charger goes. Bit questionable SI at the moment.
Thought they were looking for a quad and that would have made sense, but Charger just killing himself then and they're gonna get another boomer.
I'm reloading.
Yeah, and you really want to have, I mean, it's gonna be 2-2. No, they've got the 3-cap boom, so that's okay. No spitter for this
They are
inside.
sending a hit in, Jockey gets completely melted, Honor goes in, gets shot down, Boomer spawned behind, so not a lot. This pull goes out, but it's always insta-cleared, and it's a really clean hit there.
Yeah, and StayPoorB have got a pretty big bonus at the moment.
Reloading.
They are looking in great shape to make this with a massive bonus. Currently sitting at 891. FeaR are going to need to do some work here to lower this.
There's lights on in that church.
Hunter is pre-spawned in the back, so maybe they are looking to go a little bit earlier, a little bit unpredictable, but Charger is going in, manages to get a scratch and lands onto Bill, but he gets insta-cleared and the spit misses, Jockey misses as well, and it's just a shutdown.
I'm reloading.
And I've seen a lot of these charges being cleared by Trump. I'm sure everyone's shooting them, but Trump really prioritizing these charges, it seems like.
I think that did catch the survivors off guard. It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting the Charger to just leap over the sandbags and charge someone, but survivors on point and just managed to clear everything.
So another 3-cap boom. Boom is coming in, does land onto Lewis. Charger comes in, instantly melted as soon as he hits the ground. Francis playing around with the Jockey, finally M2s it. M2s it again.
It's one of my jockeys right there, but another clean take by SPB. Like, very well done by these guys.
Yeah, they're looking in pretty good shape. I just realized we have some guests
Unwanted guests.
here.
It's quiet. Reloading. Too damn quiet.
Who's the other guy?
So we have a boom spawn up in the back. It manages to land one boom, but Lewis gets a really nice skate onto the Hunter, and the Charger can't find a spawn, so just another clean take. very little damage has come out from this event.
Yeah, StayPoorB doing really well at the moment on their home serve. These last few hits have been doing absolutely nothing. It's going to be a quad. Last hit for FeaR. Quad, can they hit it?
If there was ever a time, it's now. Jockey is pre-spawned on the roof without his team though, so maybe they can do a little chip, but the charger is spawned in, tries to go in, but misses. Jockey misses onto Francis. Could have been a 2-cap in front, but there's a little bit of damage coming out, but you can't complain with this round caution. That's a really good score.
That was
A
good
little bit
piece
of health
work.
bonus loss, but maintaining that 100% damage bonus is always nasty to see. Finishing the round with 748 health bonus. Or bonus, I shouldn't say health bonus. So yeah, going into this game with already having a 500 or so point lead, just really extending it at this point.
I don't think it is possible for FeaR to win here, but at least they can try their best to make the scores as close as possible.
Yeah, without playing finale, it's a bit too much to ask, I would say. You know, they've been playing okay. They've definitely landed some decent SI hits. Some survivor rounds they've looked pretty good. Just mainly the tank fights that I think aren't really going in their favor. So FeaR taking the aggression. Blake's already up. Full insta-cleared. Hunter landing onto Lewis. Charger coming in a little bit late. And completely misses.
The Boomer just got a double bunny hop, but this
Someone
guy's
needs
still
to
pulled in the
save
back. He's just been pulled for 40 damage. That's a really sloppy clear by them.
I think they might not have been able to clear the tongue because of the angle. It could have been clipping into the brick. So someone needed to just go up there and M2 poor Blake.
I'm reloading.
I thought he was going to do the Batman jump. I was like, why is he up here? But, I think he might have just gone up there to check for a deagle or a gun.
Grabbed
Looks like he
a
got the deagle.
grabbed a Suzy ammo as well.
Hunter!
But a nice skate by Dover. Plant was the tank anyway, but a double boom lands. This tank spawns really close. If they can delay this,
Bit of a jockey. Bill's gone a long way. Oh! Okay, that was a... I think that was a deagle. Deagle 2-tap onto the jockey by Blake.
I definitely think the tank could have just climbed over the fence and whacked his car and possibly caught someone off, but he decides to go for the more risky play of going for his car, but he doesn't even go for it. Not exactly entirely sure what he's doing, but Charger lands onto Francis and gets one slam, so he's now slow. But this tank is working his hittable in and taking a fair bit of chip for doing it.
Looks like he's just straight in. Only lost a K, so not too bad. Could be worse if they had, you know, another Uzi up in that nest. Oh, okay, that hittable is out, and he is just focusing it. Two boom lands. Big boom by
a lot of
Batfish.
damage. I think they're looking to run forward.
Oh, he's
and
hit it over. And that
that's
is
not
out.
a play. A nice pull. This is separation. This could actually be a lot of damage here, but Zoe is going to come clear it, and she manages to do it just before the Hunter can go in. This is not a good tank from Evoker. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. He's just giving up at this point. It's 2 punches and that's it. Or 1 rock and a punch. That could have been played a lot better.
Either. Like, the support was there. 2 boom landed, got a separation pull. Peanut just showing us why he was kicked off a party quest, I guess. Yeah, I said it.
We ready?
Can we get some Pog champs in the chat? We have another hit coming in. Charge Spit does manage to land onto Francis. That's a lot of damage onto him. He's in the middle of it. Smoker could pull him down, which he does. It's a reset.
Yeah, he's going into the DB now.
Reloading.
Watch your ass!
This man needs pills. They could get another hit, and they most definitely do. But
Oh, and Lewis has dropped off.
Just resets himself. Looks like Lucy wants to be a Left 4 Dead 1 player.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this jockey just crashed because I watched him spawn and he was just frozen in midair. Quick ready up. It's always nice to see. Charger going in. Gonna get the charge forward on Bill. Gets that little pole there. Oh, and the pancake DP by Lucy.
You hate to see it, especially from the Left 4 Dead 1 spot. They've taken more damage on these like past 2 hits than the tank did. This is like disgusting to witness, but a boom does go out and manages to land a 2 boom, so could get like some separation with this jockey and smoker. Charger is up 2.
Oh, jockey steals the smoke target. Charges his punch and punches twice and then charges. Probably could have just punched a couple more times and gone for someone different at that point. I don't think he was really losing health.
Spit can spawn up and get the delay, which he does.
Yeah, FeaR just getting dismantled at the moment by these attacks from StayPoorB.
Well, where the in-cap is as well, they can definitely get some rocket spawns in from the bush and another boom that lands in. Jockey in front onto the non-boom guy.
Hunter.
This is going to be an in-cap on the Francis, but they're bringing him close for some reason. Maybe Peanut's just taunting them at the moment, but this is a lot of damage coming out.
Yeah,
Lewis is about to go down as well.
These booms have really been hurting FeaR.
Not gonna survive another hit. Weapons here.
So Blake, black and white. I think they got pills in here. Yeah, looks like there are pills in there. Oh, that's clear on the charger.
Double
2
in-cap.
in-caps though. Jockey's still alive. Let's get M2'd. Nice M2 there by Blake. Spitter gonna have the recharge for the delay here.
Thanks a lot.
Looks like it.
Need a little help over here.
I'm here. I'll help you.
Connor is going in for the DP, but misses. Boomer spawned up at the back. It's a bit of an awkward spot for this Boomer.
Smoker going in, gonna pull Blake.
Connor wants to go for DP.
Yeah, Spitter's in position to get the reset as well. Oh, lands the DP. Spitter goes in.
He just ate pills as well. So they're all perma slow and several of them are black and white. This is definitely not looking good for FeaR.
Yeah, Yosh and Blake are both black and white at the moment. 2-2 for the next hit. I wonder if they're just going to send it out here, just keep the pressure on. Looks like they're going to. Spitter pre-spawns, or pre-spat. Charger misses. Jockey going to come in from behind and get Bill down.
Nice double booms. Like, that's one thing that I've noticed when watching FeaR. They've just eaten every boom possible and they're just dealing with it very poorly because of the ping.
Okay, come on, stay with me. I can get you more. We gotta pull ourselves.
Dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Dead.
Dandu also black and white now, so only Dover not black and white, and as he kills off
There's a
Blake.
smoker around here.
See if this boom can land again. Or just the one this time. Oh, and Lewis has had his neck broke. Hunter going in at the front, gonna kill off. Oh no, so then it's Dover. So we're just getting beat here by some cop and trying to kill this smoker.
I think she's just gonna run for distance. Smoker's just toying with her. Charger is gonna come in, finish the job. Nope, he just goes to scratches.
Let me help you
Right
out.
up.
We really
2 HP, Jockey's gonna finish it.
Okay.
Come on.
You're gonna be okay. I can get.
Baited.
I think she might be out of ammo anyway. But Jockey goes in, finishes the job, and yeah, I think that this is GG now. There's no way that FeaR can win this.
Definitely not. And I'm kind of hoping that this next round goes a bit faster, because I just had a look at the time, DDA.
Yes, I
It's
see.
almost our time. So, very clearly a StayPoorB victory, but gonna see how much bonus they can make this map with. Try and extend their lead even more. I don't actually remember what the tank spawn was on this chapter. I think it was 60. Yeah, 60.
Yeah, 60%.
I guess Riverside couldn't hold out.
If we get to the river, we can find a boat.
That's better than my plan. What was that? I didn't have one.
So, looks like they're going to have a pretty decent setup to try and get this death charge here with the smoker jockey charge up boomer.
I'd love to see it at least once in this first round. I'm not sure if I've seen one yet, but the round is going live, so see what they can do. Looks like
I
they're
believe
preparing
there
to
was
just
one in the tempo game.
have to go back and watch that. One boom does land out onto Jackass, but they have to be careful. This jockey can just drop on them and stumble them.
Yeah, Peanut up top on top of the safe room door. Francis looks like he's just baiting a little bit. Probably just killing these common, then going to push straight down.
This jockey could go.
Can have a quad. Jockey needs to get the guy down the bottom. He's going to now, but someone else has already dropped. Charge going in the safe room, whiffs. Gonna get a punch in, but
Hunter!
not really much damage coming out. Just that
Whoa,
Dead.
nice
12
shot.
damage in the first
Reloading!
hit.
Okay,
So
stay sharp.
I definitely
take
feel like
the
the
subs.
jockey could have gone in and stumbled the two people and then brought them outside, and that could have been the DC.
Yeah, it looked like they were just waiting to react to what StayPoorB was doing instead of taking the initiative and trying to make something. They do have a decent set here with the charger jockey for inside with the spit.
Reloading.
Boomer looking behind to maybe get a one boom, I'd say.
Charger is spawned
Oh,
up and he just charges the wall. Boomer is spawned up, manages to land a one boom, but Spit's dead.
He got picked off. Charger's dead. Jockey's still alive, but not long for this rod. Oh, actually lands onto Lewis. So these chokes, I don't think that choke has really gone too well for FeaR on either server. Hopefully they can do something with this next one.
Reloading!
Spitter, Smoker, Hunter, Boomer, 2-2.
This way.
Not the best setup here, but can get a bit of damage rolling out with this Hunt Spit if they land
Looks
it.
like the survivors are just gonna hold W, but everything's spawned off the top. A nice boom lands onto Lewis. Hunter does get chipped down quite a lot. Gets nicely
And
skinned
gets
by
skinned.
Lucy. It's just the smoker up.
No! Boomer!
Tank has been spawned and is up in the hands of Dover for Team FeaR. See what StayPoorB are gonna do here.
Looks like
It's
they're
like
up into-
officers.
Yeah, office player. I like to see this. This is aggression. They definitely have the
Yeah.
health to fight it in. They're not in any bad shape whatsoever. No one needs to pop pills or anything, and anything that could really screw them over here is a boomer, which they do have.
be quite hard to land with Peanut sitting on the edge of this window like he is. Don't really have anything to play on him unless, you know, silent jockey.
I think the
We're going to
survivors
need
doing
to go in though. Tank's already second pass.
they're doing a really good job of spawn blocking, and the tank is starting to roll in, so a little bit of chip doing out. But the boomer, he spawned below, he needs to go for an arc boom, but everyone's just ripping into the tank. But he manages to get an early punch in the build, follows up with a second one, but changes targets onto Francis, lifts one punch, and he's very low. He's dead. The support just went in too late there.
And that was pretty good take.
Yeah.
I was just getting into the tank. I think it was a 3 or 4 punch.
The survivors can just hold W now and get up to this next stroke, so they're definitely in like the front seat for this round.
Yeah, bonus looking quite good at the moment as well. 1019, 100% DB as well. Lewis getting pulled back here, pretty quick clear. Hunter getting skeeted. Spitter going in, Boomer in, so quad sack coming up. Should see StayPoorB pushing into the laundry room at least.
This is very difficult for FeaR here, so they have to tell themselves, do we just go for damage, try to reduce the bonus, or do we go for the miracle quad? If it doesn't land, they're going to make it with a very, very big score.
Yeah, the problem is with StayPoorB's health at the moment, if they go for this quad and it all gets shut down relatively quickly, they might just be able to run the rest of the map. Jockey just instantly getting deleted, Smoke and Hunter getting deleted.
I'm not sure if you saw Caution, but the Charger spawned around the container and charged into the container, so maybe a ping issue there, but SPB are just going to like take these rooms. Not even worried about
the pressure on.
Just have to deal with a 2-2 with a jockey and a charger, so it's a pretty decent 2-2, but the commons are clearing out, and this is looking very, very big for SPB. Boomer spawned below, manages to land.
He gets one at the end.
Charger is going in, he doesn't manage to land, but that's a jockey in front, but it manages to get insta-cleared, and this should just be the safe room if everyone runs forward.
Yeah, and pretty big bonus, 908 bonus here for SPB. In Chapter 4 of their home server, going to put them up to 4k, or a little bit over.
Outstanding.
Nicely done by SPB.
4,084, can't complain about that. Pretty good score for 4 maps of Death Toll. Now FeaR, are they going to be able to do it? I don't believe they've seen a safe room on this server, and I think they only saw one on their server.
And Riverside's a bust.
This is a very early hit. He's trying to get the bottom guy.
I'm not sure if you saw that, but the Boomer actually stumbled ill out, but the charge just wasn't quick enough to capitalize on it. That could have been a DC. That was very strange. But, you know, not too much damage rolling out.
A little bit more than SPV.
Not going to have the charger for this next hit though, so going to have to rely on the wall kick spit. Do have a jockey to help support. Probably going to... I'd say they're probably going to go wall kick spit first and then try and jockey in.
I'm not sure what the Spitter is doing though. Spitter is behind on that big roof instead of being in front. And
well, the Spitter is Peanuts, so does that answer any of your
Makes sense,
concerns?
makes sense. It's not going to do as much damage since the Spit's taking a bit longer, but looks like... Oh, nope, the Spit just gets
and
bit.
he's dead. And, yep.
This
Sure,
was the person that beat Pubstar and carried off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm sure Stape will be kind of questioning Peanut a bit there with that Spitter spawn.
Reloading.
Do you have a good tri-cap here for this joke, though? If
This
Fish
way.
can land a boom, or if they just go in really good sync and then get a boom midway through, this could be big damage. Well, it looks like Boomer went for a rocket boom and missed it.
Jump does land onto Francis, and that's a little bit of separation.
Oh.
Charlie just rams into a pole, but some good damage coming out.
Yeah, gets 3 punches onto Francis, who was just trying to clear the smoke and not even worrying about the charger just sitting in his face punching. Final tank going to be up in the hands of Trump for StayPoorB. FeaR pushing forward to grab the ammo. Luckily no spawns are ready to catch them off. They do have a pretty good tri-cap for this tank though. If Trump wants to just head on in. Looks like he's gonna.
Yeah, he's just hit. This is like pretty decent because the only person that was shipping was the guy with the deagle, and he is going for Francis straight away. Manages to get a punch. He's only
punches.
2 punches down, but he's out. And another
this
early
is probably going to be the one. Oh, Jockey got M2'd. Charger's already gone as well.
Oh, another.
Bill's down as well. Survivor's now in an awkward spot. And that's going to be the wipe. Rolling out onto FeaR.
GG's in chat. So very nicely done by SPV, showing some dominance on their home server, and a very good game by FeaR. It was enjoyable to watch them.
Yeah, hopefully, just probably need to pick it up a little bit with their SI. Survival was okay at times, just maybe not too used to the high ping. I do feel a little bit bad for them not having a home server where they get green ping, but what can you do?
But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in the stream. Thanks, Patel, for bringing me out of Hollow Knight and making me cast. Thank you, Patel. And thanks, Coach, for co-casting with me.
Of course, man. I think that's all from us. See you guys in about maybe 20 minutes when the next match starts. Bye.